Greetings, our Hebrew Israelite brothers and sisters. This is L.D. Smith, the Watchman on the wall. Your Watchman, Israel, sons and daughters of Zion. This is our midweek teaching. Grab that King James. But first and foremost, we want to give a shout out to the whole family. Happy midweek teaching, Israel. Now that being said, we're going to go forward right into our teaching, okay? We got a wonderful teaching here. As a matter of fact, my brothers and sisters, we're going to be dealing with something here. We're going to be dealing with something that is going to really blow your mind probably the next 2 or 3 weeks. I don't know exactly how long it's going to take us, but it's going to take us several teachings in order to complete this lesson that the Most High have given us. So anyway, we're going to be dealing with tonight. We're going to be coming out of their book, out of 2 Thessalonians. And as I always say, my brothers and sisters, I want you guys to think about the reading, to think about the wording. Listen to yourself, and I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that the Most High will give you clear understanding. All right, now, we're going to go forward into our teaching, and we're going to be dealing with what Lucifer, a.k.a. Jesus here, little punks over here talking about Paul over here in 2 Thessalonians. About someone going to be sitting in the temple, but I don't want to get ahead of myself, but like I say, let's go and start with verse 1. And look what it says, now we beseech ye, brethren, by the coming of our Lord Jesus Christ. See that? Their Lord. And by our gathering together unto him, that ye be not soon shaken in mind or be troubled, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter, as for us, as that the day of Christ is at hand. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and the man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who opposes and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he is as God sitting in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. Now I'm just going out there. I mean, this thing is loaded here. I mean, all of these verses up above verse 4 is loaded. I mean, we could talk about them all night long. But tonight, my sisters and brothers, I'm not here to talk about those other ones. I had to read them anyway, but the one that I'm going to talk about here is the one down here in verse 4. The latter part of it, well, really all of it, but the latter part of it says, showing himself that he is God. My brothers and sisters, that's a strong statement. It is. I mean, that is a strong statement for one to make a foolish statement like that. See, but let me show you how the Most High rolls here. And see, I know a lot of you guys have been with us, knows a lot of scriptures that I always go to. But every time I read them, I get something different from it. I mean, every time I read it, I be enlightened in some way. So that's why we're going to read them again. Now he says here, there's somebody going to be in the temple there showing themselves as God. And that he is God. But my brothers and sisters, let me say this in passing. No one can say that they is God but God. God have shown himself. See, don't nobody have to imagine, or nobody have to dream that God is God, because God has shown himself all through the past, even as I sit here today, that he is God, and he's God all by himself. Now, like I said in all my teaching, I prove what I say. And know how I prove it? I prove it through God's holy word. I'm not going to give you my opinion or my thoughts on nothing. If the Most High didn't say it, then I ain't going to say it. Now, let's see what the Most High says. Let's go to the book of Daniel. Real quick, let's go to Daniel, my brothers and sisters. Daniel, the 4th chapter. Now, watch about him. See, because can't nobody say that they're God but God. See, because God shows his actions. I mean, through God's actions, everybody knows he's God. One doesn't have to imagine or think about it, nothing. No. You look at his actions, and you'll know that he's God. See, Jesus did little stuff over there talking about walking on water, breaking some bread, and heal 4 or 5 people, supposedly now. But if you go back in the Old Testament and see the things that the Most High did, you will say you will see clearly that he's God all by himself. But not only that, I'm going to show you in the pages that they said that he's God. Even his enemies. That's what I said. See, when your enemies know who you are, there's no doubt who you are. Now let's go here in the pages and see here in the book of Daniel, the 4th chapter. Like I said, let's begin with verse 16 and 17. Let's read there right there. It says, let his heart be changed. Now we're talking about Nebuchadnezzar. From man's, and let a beast's heart be given unto him, and let 7 times pass over him. And this matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High, see, everybody knows who runs the show. See, everybody know who is God. Look right here, it's right in the pages. See, it say that the living may know, not the dead, but the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men. Let's stop and rest right there for a minute. See that? Even the Most High's enemies knew that the Most High was the one that is the true and living God. See, but only when you come over here to Western civilization and you let the enemy brainwash you with this bullshit about this leprous white God called Jesus, and that he is the Son of God and that he can do all this. Listen, let me tell you something. Only the true and living God can do these things. Can't nobody else do them. Now you got those little magicians that he had back there in Egypt, but they only could do a few tricks. They never could part no Red Sea. They never could bring no frogs. No, see, when you see things like that, only God can do that. Not nobody else. Now let's keep on going here. Let's finish verse 17. It says, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it, the basic of man. See, God put up anyone he wants to. Like I said about Donald Trump, the worst of the worst. I mean, right, God, he did it. But now what his reasoning is, I don't know. He had not discussed it with me. But I do know that he said he sets the wicked up for the day of wrath, so that he can deal with them. I do know that. But here we see clearly that the Most High, he's in control at all times. He is God. So my question to anyone that reads 2 Thessalonians, if someone is over there, I'm setting this up for you right here now. If this is supposed to take place, the one that is going to be sitting in there is going to be the Most High. Can't nobody else sit in there and call himself God? No, they can't. If this here is really supposed to take place. See, because Lucifer, aka Jesus, he tells half-truths. All through his writing, he tells half-truths. Now, let's keep on going. I'm going to show you something else. Now, let's jump on down to verse 32. Now, watch it right here. We're going to jump down to verse 32. 32, now look what he says here. And they shall drive thee from man, and thy dwelling shall be with the beasts of the field. They shall make thee to eat grass as ox, and 7 times shall pass over thee until thou knowest that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will. See that? So I don't know where Jesus is getting all this information from over here about the Antichrist gonna come and they're gonna have to throw the Antichrist or that old dragon down in the bottomless pit for 1,000 years. I'm gonna deal with that in the oncoming weeks. But my brothers and sisters, we can clearly see here that is nothing more than a bunch of bullshit. That's nothing more than a fabrication. I'm going to rip all that shit apart. In the oncoming days, I'm going to show you beyond a shadow of doubt that's nothing but bullshit. And people holler about Revelation. Damn the book of Revelation. That ain't nothing but bullshit. That ain't nothing but bullshit, I'm telling you. And like I said, I'm going to show you. I'm going to prove it to you. Now let's keep on going here now. I did say we had Daniel 4:32. Didn't I say that? Now let's get on down to verse 33, 34, and 35. Now let's read 33. It says here, the same hour was the thing fulfilled upon Nebuchadnezzar, and he was driven from man, and did eat grass as ox, and his body was wet with the dew of heaven, till his hair was grown like eagles' feathers, and his nails were bird claws. And at the end of the days, I Nebuchadnezzar lifted up mine eyes unto heaven, and my understanding returned unto me. The Most High ran him out of the damn mind for 7 years. See, that's why I stress to him all the time. I tell him, look, you do not know who or what you're playing with. You don't. Just because you're in your right mind now, that don't mean nothing. Shit, he can change it overnight. Now let's keep on going here. Return unto me, and I bless the Most High. He didn't say Jesus. He said, I bless the Most High, and praise and honor him that liveth forever, whose dominion is an everlasting dominion, and his kingdom is from generation to generation. Now check this out right now. See, if you don't read the Old Testament, you believe all that bullshit over there. Now y'all know what I just read over in 2 Thessalonians, talking about he gonna do this and he can do that now, all of it now. That criteria fits the Most High. Can't nobody else do it. Now look what it says here. And all the inhabitants of the earth is reputed as nothing. See that? Now how in the hell can anybody else do it? If this is supposed to occur, guess who it's going to be? The Most High. Because everybody down here, he say, they ain't shit to me. They ain't nothing. You and I ain't nothing. When it comes to him, look what he says. It's right in the pages. I ain't changing. He say, and all the inhabitants of the earth is reputed as nothing, and he doeth according to his will in the armies of heaven. Stop right there. Did you hear what I said? He says, in the armies of heaven, I do whatever I want to do. Can't nobody stop me. I am God. Ain't nobody else. I'm doing all this. I'm running the show. Look what it says right in the pages. He says, among the armies of heaven and among the inhabitants of the earth. So whatever he wants to do here on the planet, he does it. Nobody can stop him. So if anybody is going to be sitting in the temple, guess who it's going to be? The Most High God. It can't be nobody else. Know why? Because he does whatever he wants to do in the armies of heaven and in the inhabitants of this planet. See, I told you I'm going to show it to you. It's right in the pages. All you need is to give me a little time to explain it to you. The Most High does whatever he want to do. Way out there and right here. It don't make no difference. He's still running the show. He is God by himself. He doesn't have to explain anything to nobody. He doesn't have to answer to anybody. He's matchless. Can't nobody match him. He's matchless. He is in an arena by himself. Ain't nobody out there with him. He does what he want to do when he want to do it, and to whom he want to do it to. It's right in the pages. And you know what? They learned the hard way back there. Nebuchadnezzar, he learned the hard way. Not only him, all them that was around him saw it. And they learned that all the other gods that we know, the Babylonian god, they ain't shit. They ain't nothing but bullshit. But there's only one true living God, and that is the God of the Hebrew Israelites. He's the only one. Now let's keep on going here. He says, "In the inhabitants of the earth, and none can stay his hand or say unto him," none. You, your mama, your uncle, your cousin, nobody can say anything to him about what are you doing. That's what it says. It's right here. Look at it. It says, "And none can stay his hand or say unto him, what doest thou?" Right in the pages. I mean, if one can just grasp that, if one can just hold on to that right there, you will see that there is no other God but the Most High. Y'all can throw that Jesus shit out the fucking window. I'm telling you, there is no God beside the Most High that can do anything. And like I said, Jesus faked this crucifixion. I mean, I showed you guys a video on it, you know, where the writers back in had said that Jesus was seen after the crucifixion. He faked it. But if that's all you have been taught all your life, and granted, my brothers and sisters, I was the same way until the Most High woke me up. I was the same way. I mean, I was an arrogant black motherfucker. I was. Jesus is this and Jesus that. You couldn't tell me nothing. But when the Most High came in and showed me, sure, I was embarrassed. But look, life goes on. Shit, I had to get up and dust myself off and come to the realization that the Most High, He is the only true living God. And I've been running ever since, and I hadn't looked back. I know many, you know, have said when they first saw, you know, some of my videos, you know, and hearing me saying things, "Oh, that old boy, he's out of his mind. That boy, he's crazy." No, I'm not. On the contrary, you're crazy. Not me. Not me, because I got my understanding. You're the one that don't have your understanding. But now, let's keep on going here. Now let's go to Exodus. Let's go to Exodus. Now watch this here, my brother and sister. I'm gonna try not to be before you too long here. Let's go to Exodus. Exodus chapter 3. Now watch it, my brothers and sisters. Now watch this. Exodus chapter 3. Let's look at verses 3 through 6. Look what it says. "And Moses said, I will now turn aside and see this great sight, why the bush is not burnt. And when the Lord saw that he turned aside to see, God called unto him out of the midst of the bush, and said, Moses, Moses. And he said, Here I am. And he said, Draw not nigh hither, put off thy shoes from off thy feet. For the place whereon thou standest is holy ground." Now check this out now. Check this out. Check out the wording. Look what it says here. I mean, I can stop right here. Once I read this right now, I can stop right here. But we're going to go on. Look what it says. "Moreover, he said," who? The Most High. "I am The God. Let's stop right there. The God. Y'all know what that mean, don't you? We have had bosses that was over us, you know, and they call him the big boss. That's over our boss and our other bosses and our other bosses, you know, and the one that coming from corporate, you call him the big boss. So then, you know, someone say, well, here comes the man. The man. Then remember now, there is several men that's up under him, but he is the man. See, this word here, the, is so important because it singles out the Most High and put him out there by itself. That's the point that I'm trying to stress here. I'm trying to show you here. It says, moreover, he said, I am the God of thy fathers. The God, not a God, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. Right in the pages. Right in the pages. He lets you know right there that ain't nobody else. Ain't nobody else. I am the God. Singular. I am the only one. Not a God. The. It's right in the pages. See, that's why, you know, if I could just get a lot of them to understand that, you know, to see the wording. Like I said, I never went to college, you know what I mean? And I know that, like I said, I mispronounce a lot of words and whatnot, but I do know what "the" means. The. I know what that, I mean, that singles out an individual. That lets you know that it's only one. But see, like those that can read fluently, they read right over it. They don't even see the importance of that one word. But look how many times it is used. It is used 1, 2, 3, 4 times. 4 times. I mean, when someone keeps telling you something over and over, they're trying to drive home a point. Ain't nobody but me. I am the God. The God, not a God. The. Now let's keep on going here. Let's go to the book of Deuteronomy here. Let's go to Deuteronomy the sixth chapter. Let's look at that for a minute, my brothers and sisters. We're just going to talk about a few things here tonight, you know, and I'm trying to get you in the right frame of mind so when I keep on going, you'll know exactly where we're headed, okay? But I'm putting something on your mind now. I'm putting something on your mind so that you will think about where we're going, because baby, we finna go somewhere. Now let's go to Deuteronomy the 6th chapter. Let's look at verses 4. Look what it says here. It says, "Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one. Lord, and thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thine heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might." Now let's keep on going. We're going down to verse 9. He says here, "And these words which I command thee this day shall be in thine heart, and thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and thou shalt talk to them when thou sittest in thine house, and when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up. And thou shalt bind them for a sign upon thine head, and they shall be as frontlets between thine eyes. And thou shalt write them upon the posts of thine house, and upon thy gates." Now let's jump on. We're gonna go on down here to down to verse 15. He says, "And it shall be, when the Lord thy God shall have brought thee into the land which he swore unto thy fathers, to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob, to give thee great and goodly cities which thou buildest not." Now my question to anyone: how can the devil give his children something, and here you see God is saying, when you get something good, I gave it to you. I gave it to you. Anytime you get anything good, or whatever you get. The Most High said, I'm the one that's giving you that. Not no devil. Or neither did you get it on your own. I gave it to you. Now let's keep on going here. He says, the godless cities which thou buildest not. See that? You didn't build it. I gave it to you. He say, and houses full of all good things. See that? Which thou fillest not, and wells digs, which thou diggest not, vineyards and olive trees, which thou plantest not, when thou shalt have eaten and be full. See, I told you everything that you got came from the Most High. You didn't acquire nothing on because you were so smart. No, He made you smart. He gave you that spirit of intelligence. Yeah. You didn't get it on your own. You didn't get it because of your mother's gene or your father's gene. No, he put that spirit of knowledge in you. Now let's keep on going here. He said, then beware lest thou forget the Lord which brought thee forth out of the land of Egypt from the house of bondage. See that? I did it. You didn't do it on your own. I did that. Now who could bring you out of bondage but me? That's why I tell them all the time, please don't follow behind these fools out there talking about they're going to rise up. I'm telling y'all get yourself hurt. Please don't do that. Now look what he says here. Thou shalt fear the Lord thy God and serve him, and shall swear by his name. Ye shall not go after other gods of the gods of the people which are round about thee, or round about you. That's what he says. Now we see here that there are other gods. There are plenty gods out there, but there is only one true and living God. And see, when one brings up all these other entities, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I gotta say this, and I'm not trying to offend any of the Christians. All I want you to do is just think about this right here. Had you guys ever noticed Jesus never, and I mean never ever at any time, spoke about Lucifer? Not one time. Not one time has he said anything about Lucifer. Don't y'all find that strange? I mean, he talks about the devil and the evil one and all this other bullshit, but my brothers and sisters, can't y'all see something is wrong with that? Then, I'm gonna talk about this in some videos here on down, couple days, but I want to ask you guys something else. Now I know I asked you guys, have you all noticed that he never calls Lucifer's name? Never. Always talk about the devil, talk about the evil one, the adversary, and all the other bullshit over there. But now I'm gonna give y'all something to think about, and we're gonna conclude this. And like I said, we're gonna make about at least 2 more videos, if not more. And we're gonna cover a whole lot. I mean, there's a whole lot that we gotta cover in order to explain to you guys what I'm talking about tonight. I'm not gonna go too far in detail because I want it to be a little bit of a shock, so that it will make you move and wake you up. But Jesus says, he talks about the evil one. Isn't that right? Yeah, he talks about the evil one, talks about the adversary, all that. But now I'm gonna drop some of the clues, down, and y'all think about this right here. Over there in Amos, the 3rd chapter, the Most High says, think it's Amos 3. I ain't for sure, but if I'm wrong, I know it's over in Amos. But he says that when evil comes to a city, he said, haven't I the Lord done that? Now just think about that for a moment, and then I want you to think about it tonight when you lay down. Now, Jesus talks about the evil one. But the Most High says, when evil comes to a city, haven't I the Lord done it? But anyway, I want you guys to think about that. Think about that, you know what I mean? And then we gonna keep on going Friday, and then we're gonna keep on going next midweek teaching, and then we're gonna keep on going Friday. And I know that we'll get there and we'll be on point, okay? Until our Sabbath, my brothers and sisters, shalom.